time for the Vepr reveal. Here we go. Hold on a second. I need to make sure the Vepr is unloaded because I did load it earlier. Okay, well, for those of you that did not know, I've been waiting to get my hands on this gun for a long time. It is a Vepr by Molot. It is a battle rifle. It shoots 7.62 by 54R, and I've been wanting to get it for a really long time, and I finally got it out, and here she is in all her glory. Oh, you know what? I might need the wide angle lens for this. Hold on, because it's such a long gun. Okay. Here she is. Ain't she beautiful? So, it's got a thumb hole like this, and you got the tag here, so you can kind of see this what it is. It cost me quite a penny. It's expensive, but it's a worthy investment. Got it at Collector's Firearms. And it is used, but as you can see, it's like in immaculate shape. It's in really good shape. The wood is nice. I'm a kind of a sucker for wood finishes, wood stocks. And it came with 2 of these 5-round mags. And by the way, Vepr means wild boar in Russian. So here she is. She shoots this round right here. It is the 7.62 by 54R. If I can get it to focus, hold on. It's not focusing. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, so it's this cartridge. It's very similar, very comparable to the 30, the 308. It's a pretty popular caliber in the United States. The ballistics are pretty similar, but the cool thing about this one is that this is the longest serving military cartridge in the world. This thing was invented in 1890. So it's a pretty old cartridge, and it's got a lot of history. This is the cartridge that won the war for the Soviets against the Nazi Germany, and it's pretty powerful. And it's more powerful than the AR-15 that most people are familiar with. And so yeah, it is a rifle that I've been wanting for a long time, and we got it. So she's beautiful. Look at this little, like, I don't know what you would call that, embroidering on the back. Kind of cool. So here is the switch. That's the fire. That's safety. By the way, I am unloaded. There's nothing in the chamber, as you can see. And so that's safety. That's fire. To pull the mag out, you kind of just push this down right here. Comes right out. Gotta level up my weapon handling, so I'm faster at that. And what else can I tell you about it? So it came with two 5-rounder magazines, but you can get 10 rounders that are out right now, and we have 20 round mags that are in development right now. They're in production. They're not out yet. Right here, it's got these little things where you can put like a sling if you want. The thumb hole's really nice. You have like a really nice grip on it like that. Feels really good. The texturing on the wood here is like really nice. Feels really, really good. Really good to grip. What else? The sights can be adjusted. It's got iron sights. So it kind of looks like, this is going to be really hard to show, but the sights look like this. So you can raise this thing up to shoot farther out and such. And then that's what the front post looks like right there. By the way, this little thing comes off, and then you can put a muzzle brake right here, or a suppressor. You can actually have a suppressor on it. This little thing twists off, and you can do that. It's gas operated, so you can clean it right there. And oh, and then one big thing is on this side is the optics mount. I haven't really showed off this side too much, but this is the optics mount right here, and you can slide on optics of, I wouldn't say of any kind, but basically of any kind, because you can get a little adapter that comes up like this, and it sits over the gun like that with a rail, and you can basically put any scope you want on there. And these Veprs are known for having really good rail mounts, and these rail mounts basically hold zero really well, which is something that AKs are kind of like notorious for not doing well, is holding zero well. So this side rail mount is a lot better than if I had a little, if I changed out the dust cover. There's some dust covers that have like a rail up here that you can replace the stock dust cover and one with a rail, but that doesn't hold zero very well. The side mount holds zero much better, and this is actually a very accurate rifle. The barrel is 20 inches. These come in 4 different configurations. 16-inch, which would be like right here, somewhere around here. Then this is 20-inch, and then there's a 23-inch, and then there's a 27-inch, which that's kind of ridiculous. But that's more for like if you're just trying to go super long range. I didn't get the 16-inch because the shorter the barrel, you lose bullet velocity, and the slower the bullet goes, the less damage it does. So you want kind of a long barrel, but not too long where it's like not very maneuverable, unless you're just trying to shoot really long range. But the idea behind this was I kind of wanted I wanted the rifle to be more maneuverable, kind of like a battle rifle. I can like, kind of like check corners and stuff. It's not a 16-inch, so it's not as short as it could be. The shorter, the more maneuverable, but I also didn't want to sacrifice muzzle velocity. And I wanted to, maintain a little bit of accuracy too with the longer barrel. So, yeah, this is the last gun I will get for a long time because I completed Dylan's list of 5 essential guns, and that list is basically Dylan told me about this thing and it's very true. As a gun owner, there's 5 guns that you need, and then after that you don't need. Basically anything else that you get after that is extra. And the 5 categories are a pistol, just so you can carry like on your person, and it's like a very small form factor, very easy to conceal, that kind of thing. So you have a pistol, then you have a 22 rifle for like varmint and small game and survival, and then which the ammo is very cheap for 22s. You can hold a lot of it, and is very easy to come by. Then your third category would be like a shotgun, like a 12 gauge for home defense, and also shotguns are great for hunting if you use slugs, bird hunting, deer hunting. My buddy Caleb took down a deer with it. Very, very versatile guns because the shells come in many different varieties for different purposes. So that was the fourth category, or was that the third? I have pistol, I have 22, I have shotgun. That was the third. Number 4 would be a hunting rifle, most commonly like a bolt action rifle. That's like, you shoot one, you do the bolt action, shoot another. It's just really good for long range hunting and just all around really good. And then the 5th category is a battle rifle. So a battle rifle is semi-auto. You don't need to like do the bolt action every time. You just pa 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 pa, and it's really good for like all kinds of situations. Battle, being one of them. Civil unrest, protecting your home, hunting. You can do so much with it, or just going to the range and having fun. So that's this was already had all of the other categories, but I didn't have a battle rifle. And something that's really cool, well, now that I have all 5 categories, is that my battle rifle and my hunting rifle both share the same ammo. The 7.62 by 54R that I showed you earlier, my hunting rifle is also chambered in this. So I don't have to like buy a bunch of different ammo types. I can just share ammo between them. So that's really cool. This caliber has a lot of history. Like I said, longest serving military cartridge. This is a relatively new gun that is actually, I'm really glad that I got it for the price that I did and at the time that I did, because these have only gone up in price. I looked on gunbroker.com, and all the new Veprs are like $3,000, $4,000. This one, as you can see, I got it for about $2,100, which is really good for what it is. And it is used, but it's so lightly used, I can't even tell. Like, it's in pristine, immaculate condition. So I will have a lot of fun taking this to the range, trying it out, getting to know it. taking it apart, putting it back together, cleaning it, lubing it, all the fun stuff. And this technically is maybe the third or fourth iteration of a rifle chambered in this caliber. So first was the Mosin Nagant in 1890 that this round was used for, and then in World War II they also made the SVT 38, and that was kind of a failure. Then they made the SVT 40, that was a success, but the Germans basically got a hold of a big cache of the SVT 40s and actually used it against the Russians in World War II. And also the SVT 40s, by the way, the SVT 40s were a semi-automatic battle rifle. The Mosin Nagant was just a bolt action that shot this, and the SVT 40s were semi-auto. They even made AVT 40s, which were fully automatic. They had a switch where you can be, instead of just semi-auto, you could do full auto. But those got confiscated by the Germans, used against the Russians, and the Russians opted to stop development of the SVT 40s after a while because they were expensive to make. They took more time to make, and they just needed to crank out rifles in order to defeat the Nazis. So they kind of stopped making the SVT 40s, which actually, I guess I could show you what they look like really quick. I just opened my browser. SVT 40s. Here, let's back up real quick. So the first one that came out was the Mosin, and it looks like this. Okay. Let me see if I could blow this up somehow. Hold on. For the stream. Okay, so it looks like this, basically. It's just a, bolt action rifle. Then we have the SVT 40 that came out. Oops. And that was the semi-automatic version that looks like this. And it's actually in Tarkov. We were just playing Tarkov, and Dylan got one of these in a scav run. The SVT 40, very, very good gun. But like I said, they ran into production issues, and the Germans got it, and also they were expensive to make and took time to make, so they just kept making Mosins throughout the war, and these were kind of discontinued, so they're pretty rare. Then you have I think in 1948, the Dragunov SVD came out, which is a very popular battle rifle that shoots the same round as this, and basically is a very similar rifle, 1948, but these got banned in the US, so these are like, the ones that did make it are extremely expensive. They're like $20,000 for like a good one. And these, you've seen them in movies probably a lot. There's tons of them. Tons of these Dragunov SVDs, and they come in black too, like this. And if you've played video games, you've probably seen them a lot. They're very, very popular, very good guns, and they still are used in militaries today. Which, by the way, this round here, even though it's that old, it's still being used in military operations to this day. It's the longest serving military cartridge. Anyways, so that was the Dragunov SVD, and this one has been popular for a long time. And then recently, I don't want to lie to you, I'm not sure when this one came out, but this one is a lot more recent. Let me just see. 762 year. Let me just see if this tells me what year they came out. 1994, 1993, 1994 is when this baby was designed and kind of like mass produced. And this rifle is actually used in the Ukraine war probably right now a lot. And there's different variants. Like if you look here, they have variants of it that are that don't have the wood furniture, and they come like this. Like they come in a more tactical configuration. So this is the same gun, right, as mine, but the one on the right here, this one, it's the same gun, but it's like a tactical version, so it has a folding stock, and you could probably put like rails on it easier. You could take it apart. It's lighter, things of that nature. But I'm kind of a wood furniture guy. I just love wood on guns. I think it's looks really beautiful. I mean, look at that. It's just like, you know, it's just like a really, really, hold on, really nice design. And so I kind of went for the wood, and I like iron sights, and I'll probably put a scope on it eventually. And I already have this little thing that clips onto the barrel, like right here. And it has like 4 different rails, so you can put flashlights, lasers. So I don't have to modify it a lot for it to be kind of tactical in that sense. I could put a flash hider or a muzzle brake or a suppressor or something if I want later. I probably won't because I like the flash. I like that giant fireball that comes out of them. But what I will do is I'll put the flashlight laser combo right here probably. I might put a tripod here. I'm not sure yet. You can take this off. This little thing. You can take it off and put a tripod. And I will be getting the 10 round magazine, and then when the 20 round magazine comes out, I'll get that too. And just for the capacity of it. But yeah, really, really cool gun. I'm really happy I got it. Definitely like a bucket list item. It's one of my dream rifles. I mean, I would love to have an SVD, Dragunov SVD, the one that came out in 48. Let me see if I could find it again. Like this one. But they're super expensive. They're like $20,000. I would never pay that much for this. Just because these have a little more history. And then before that, I mean, I wouldn't mind having an SVT-40, which is this one that's in Tarkov. Well, actually, both of these are in Tarkov right now. The Dragunov SVD and the SVT-40 are both in Tarkov. I wouldn't mind having either one, but they're going to be a lot more expensive. The Dragunov SVD, this one is going to be way more expensive. They're more rare. And this one's just older, but it's World War II, has a lot of history, classic. Really, really cool. I wouldn't mind having this, but this, actually, whenever I bought this one, I bought it in Austin at the Collector's Firearms there. I got it transferred to Houston. I did layaway for a while, and I finally paid it off. So that's why we have it. But whenever I bought it, they had an SVT-40 there. But basically, I think it was like an extra $700. And the thing about these SVT-40s is that because they're so old, and also at the time their production was rushed, so some of them are like not as reliable. Sometimes they're not as sometimes they have to be tuned. Like the gas operating system has to be tuned for them to like function properly. Sometimes, not all the time, but there are issues, and then sometimes issues with the magazine. All issues that can be fixed, but they just require a little more work, a little more love. So, you know, it's it's more of a collector's item than like I'm going to use it all the time and go to the range with it all the time kind of item. You know what I mean? They're very functional. They work great. And if you get them tuned right, they can be a very serviceable, functional rifle. But I chose to go for the Vepr because, you know, it's like designed in 1994. It's better than the Romanian PSL, which is like a variant, a Romanian variant of the Dragunov that's not as good. The PSL has a lot of reliability issues. Um, and which I didn't show that one just now, but it just picture the Dragunov. It's almost the same looking. It's just Romanian. That one is cheaper and it was more accessible, but not as good construction. This is all Russian construction, all Russian parts, made in the Molot factory in Russia. I don't know if this is visible. I'm going to try to show it off, but here, let me take this off. Maybe you can see it better that way. But this has some writing on it. Right there, it says Vepr, Molot, and then like over here. Oh, I think it's like down here. Wait. Somewhere around here, it says like, oh, it was just hiding in the light. But it tells you which part of Russia it was made. It's kind of hard with the lighting. Let me see if I could turn my flashlight on real quick. Okay. So, Molot, Polony, Russia. Vatstige, Polony, Russia. I completely butchered that. Vepr 762 by 54R. I guess it was imported to Las Vegas. And yeah, and that's how I have it. But anyway, that was just a little bit of history about these rifles. Really, really cool, really historical cartridge, really effective even to this day. And these are getting more expensive, so it's going to be a collector's item because these are no longer allowed to be imported. Basically, Obama banned the importation of them when Obama was in office. So, these are no longer imported, which I'm not sure if they're ever going to resume importation, but you know, they have only gone up in price even after I bought it. Like, they've only gone up in price. So really, really cool that I was able to get my hands on it. This will be with me for a long time. Hopefully I can preserve it. And I probably won't mod it too much. Like I said, I'll probably do a couple of modifications here and there just to put a flashlight laser right here with the little clampy thingy that goes on here. Maybe a muzzle brake, I don't know. But I'll keep it kind of like it is, add a magazine. I can't wait to take it out on the range. I'll probably be posting, whenever I do go to the range, I'll post videos of that in my Discord. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm really, really excited. It's actually pretty light, like, for what it is. It's not as heavy as you would think. So I'm pretty excited. Super happy I got it. It's really nice. By the way, this is a variant of the AK-47, actually. So the Vepr, the other ones that I showed you, like this one, the SVT-40, and then the Dragunov SVD, these are not, they have similarities, but they have nothing to do with AK-47. The Vepr here is an AK platform, officially an AK platform gun. And you're just not used to seeing it with this stock. This stock was made like this, so it's called a spoterized stock. I can't pronounce that. Sportserized stock. I don't know. It's like basically a hunting stock that they put on this, and then they limited it to 5 rounds so that they could import it to the United States. But it is an AK-47, well, an AK variant, and it's actually to be I guess precise, it isn't technically uses an RPK receiver, and it's an RPK chambered in the bigger caliber. So very shares a lot of similarities with the RPK, with the AK family. but is its own kind of thing. And a lot of Russian people say that the Vepr is kind of like the Rolls Royce of the AK family, just because it's the construction is very the craftsmanship is very well done. It's very reliable, very well machined. Like the barrel is super thick. It's like I forgot what the specs are on this, but the barrel is I think it's like six. It's like 6 centimeters of like thickness or whatever. I don't know. It's I don't want to lie to you guys, but it basically the barrel is like very durable, very rugged, very I guess constructed very well. And so it's a really good gun. If I take care of it, it should last me a lifetime. And it's kind of a collector's item at this point, especially in the United States because it's exotic. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to show you guys, what I was able to purchase. I'm really happy with it. Like I said, I'll be posting range videos in the Discord once I take it out, once I try it out. And yeah, that's pretty much it.